Haven't done a video with the ladies of The View in a minute, man. They've invited me back to be a special guest. So me and Arnold, the Governator, are back. I think you're going to find this interesting, man. I think this interview did not go the way they anticipated. So let's take a look at the Governator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, on The View.
Well, we are thrilled to have you back, and we will get to your new show, but I do want to ask you a little bit of politics.
What is this, schnapps?
Oh, looks like you got my cup.
I didn't know you guys are drinking alcohol here.
As the former governor of California, my home state, California's been in the headlines. Obviously, there have been these huge protests of President Trump's immigration policies. He threatened to potentially arrest Gavin Newsom if he didn't comply. If you were governor right now of California, how would you be handling the ongoing crisis that the state's facing?
Well, I think the most important thing is when you are in a leadership position like that, is that you are inclusive and that you work together with everybody. Mm-hmm. And so it means that you have to work together with local government, the state government, and the federal government. They have to work together rather than fighting each other. Mm-hmm. Fighting each other's agendas and all of that stuff. That doesn't do good to anybody. And so that's number one. Number two, the most important thing is to create immigration reform, because all of this is happening because we don't have immigration reform. For decades now, this country has needed immigration reform, which means that we recognize the fact there's people in the south of America that want to come north to work, and that we therefore should supply them with enough visas so they can come, because we need those workers. So this is the bottom line, because then we would know who is here. We will be able to get rid of the criminal elements that are here and all of this stuff, so we wouldn't be in a mess that we're in right now. So this is my way of saying always, Democrats and Republicans have to come together and solve this issue if they really want to be public servants. If they want to be party servants and be party hacks and be tied to their ideology, then it won't happen. But
did you hear what the Governator said? If they really want to be public servants, or if they want to be party servants, you're seeing a bunch of party servants. I think the Governator is correct, man. This has been an issue for a long time. And now you have President Trump doing exactly what Democrats have done before him, and that's get illegal immigrants out of this country. Now the Democrats all of a sudden have a problem with it. The Governator is saying, listen, we need to come together and we need to fix it. I agree.
But if you want to make this country better, and if you want to improve this country and improve the situation of people's lives and bring the prices down and all of this, you will go and serve the people of America. This is what it is. If you're a public servant, that's what you're supposed to do.
You know,
so that's what I would do if I'm governor.
Yes.
I love it, the Governator.
You can't do it again.
I'm not governor anymore.
But you are. But you know, as an immigrant yourself, you are an immigrant. You're an immigrant in this country. Did you have a visceral reaction to what they're doing, what ICE is doing, when you see the videos of it?
Do you have a visceral reaction to ICE? You see she's leading, right? But she's not ready for the answer that the Governator is going to give her.
Well, I tell you, you said that the immigrant, I'm so proud and happy that I was embraced by the American people like that. I mean, imagine I came over here with the age of 21, with absolutely nothing. And then to create a career like that. I mean, in no other country in the world could you do that. Every single thing, if it's my bodybuilding career, if it's my acting career, becoming governor, the beautiful family that I've created, all of this is because of America.
That's true.
And so this is why I'm so happy to see firsthand that this is the greatest country in the world, and this is the land of opportunity. And I think because I'm such a proud American and a proud immigrant that came to America, I was asked to do, on July 4th, a big speech, the keynote speech at Mount Vernon, where George Washington was laid to rest, and where he lived and all that, to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America, the existence of America. And I will be doing the speech there. They asked me because I'm an immigrant, and there will be 7,000 some people there, and there will be people that will be sworn in and will become citizens that day.
That's great.
So it's really a
love
great
it.
celebration. And this is what this is all about: is to celebrate people becoming Americans and coming to America, and all that. And so, I just think the world of the great kind of a history that we have with immigrants in America. But the key thing also is at the same time that we got to do things legal.
Yes.
That is the important thing, you know. So you got to do things legal, and those people that are doing illegal things in America and that are foreigners, they are not smart. Because when you come to America, you're a guest, and you have to behave like a guest. Like when I go to someone's house and I'm a guest, then I will do everything I can, keep things clean, and to make my bed and to do everything that is the right thing to do, rather than committing a crime or being abusive or something like that. So that doesn't really work in this country. So I think the important thing is when you become an immigrant, to think about, okay, I go to America because I want to use America for the great opportunities that America has in education, in jobs, creating a family, all of those kind of things. Then you have to think about, okay, if I get all of those things from America, then I have to give something back. But you have a responsibility as an immigrant to give back to America and to pay back to America and to go and do something for your community for no money whatsoever. Give something back to after-school programs, Special Olympics, or whatever it is. Make this country a better place.
Yes.
Don't forget, there's 90% of the people who come here are trying to do the right thing.
They're less likely to commit crimes.
And it's and a lot of what's happening right now is people are getting snatched who shouldn't be snatched out of the country. People who have visas, people who have all those things. So we want all the right people. We don't.
They're not snatching people who have visas that are legitimate visas that still have time on their visas. Maybe people that have let their visas lapse, but that happens. I work for a company that is all over the world. It's an international company. Okay. This is a topic that these people, that my colleagues from abroad, they understand this fully. They don't have a problem with the United States and their immigration policies. They don't have a problem with it because they see it all over the world. It is not easy to become a citizen in other countries, and other countries would not tolerate nearly as much as what the United States tolerates. Okay, I have family and friends that are like family that have come to this country and they did it the legal way. They became American citizens the legal way. My thing is this: if you are here in the United States and the only crime you've committed was coming over here and you're an undocumented immigrant, then self-deport. Do it before it gets too late, before they catch you, and then now it's harder for you to become a citizen. If you are a good person, and if you mean well, if you love this country, we want you to be a citizen. But if you're over here committing crimes, sex trafficking, drug trafficking, murder, rape, if you're doing all these things, we don't want you here. And even the people that is protesting on your behalf, they don't want those types of criminal elements in their neighborhoods. They don't want those types of criminals around their daughters, their sisters, their mothers. And if they say they do, they're lying to you. They're just about party. So let's drop the act, Democrats. You know damn well there's a certain element you don't want in your community. You do not want it in your neighborhood around your children.
Don't want people who are doing bad stuff.
But they are less likely, immigrants are much less likely to commit crimes in this country than
Right.
actually American-born citizens. And the other thing
See, that's cap. You're talking about you're talking about immigrants that came over here the right way, sure. The ones that with the visas, that they have great intentions. They have good intentions. They're like the Governator. They want to take advantage of America, you know, the land of opportunity. Those people, you're not talking about people who've crossed over and have done illegal things, you know, drug trafficking, sex trafficking, you know, whatever. And they're over here illegally. You're not talking about those people. You're talking about people with visas that's doing it the right way.
wanted
Gotta
to
do
say
it
is
fast.
that Governor Newsom did not ask for the National Guard to come to, the federal government to come to
Yeah.
California. There are 9,000 local law enforcement officers in California. Did he really?
Everybody has to follow the law.
I mean, look, this is a whole other issue because remember, the National Guard is under the governor's supervision.
That's right.
Yeah.
But, like for instance, when the National Guard was sent to Iraq during the Iraqi War, I was not the one that said, "Oh yeah, go." and go to Iraq, the Bush administration came and said, we need those people.
They came
and
to you.
They came
They
to us,
came to you.
and we need the resources, we need the equipment,
Yeah.
we need the weapons, we need the vehicles to ship to Iraq,
Yeah.
and then they ship
It's the
to Iraq.
coordination that
So
matters.
that's why I say it is very important that we work together.
Yes.
It doesn't matter who is asking whom. The bottom line is we work together in order to solve the problem.
Yeah. Candace.
I think it's interesting that they want to chime in because the governator wasn't saying what they thought he was going to say, right? They anticipated something different, I'm sure. So they want to chime in and they want to correct him and talk to him like, hey, you know, this is going on, that was going on. Look, this man is more successful than all of you combined. Not only did he have a great acting career, not only was he one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time, the man became the governor of California. So he's got you guys beat in all aspects. This man understands politics, and what he said about him being an immigrant and coming here and respecting you're a guest and respecting the house that you're in because you are a guest, you need to be grateful that you're here. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the prime example of someone who came over here, did it the right way, lived the American dream more than most Americans. And this guy is telling you his testimony. He's giving you his testimony, and you guys want to sit up here and try to correct him. No, he's telling you how to do it the right way. If you're an illegal immigrant, you're here illegally, you need to self-deport. And you need to do it the right way. And if you're a criminal, we don't want you here. We do not want you here. So shout out to the Governator, man. The ladies of the View were in shambles. They were shocked. They was in awe. They was like, oh my God. No, they were flabbergasted.